Yeah, it's like even digging into the King R&B thing. All right, I know for me, anybody who knows me knows that my favorite R&B artist was kind of is R. Kelly. Like,
oh God,
like
here we go.
Like it is R. Kelly. Like obviously, aside from like the surviving R. Kelly thing that just recently came out, anybody who know me know for years I've been saying like I would give anything to go to a live R. Kelly concert. Like I love R. Kelly. Anybody who knows me knows I got his catalog all the way deep up in my iTunes. And it's like, but I know. See, look at your reaction. Oh God, because my opinion is I like his music. Mm-hmm. But given that what we know now, there's gonna be a lot of people who's gonna be like, Kenya, how dare you? It's like I said the music. No, I don't know. Like, I said the music. The music is what I love. I love his music. But how dare you? You shouldn't support a man like that. You shouldn't. I like his music.
Because you know what it is? It's hard to separate the person from the art when the person behind the art is so in your face with what he's doing or with what he's been accused of doing. And it's just like, R. Kelly, it makes it tough to defend you when it's like, all right, you got the Aaliyah thing, then you got this person, the P thing, then you got this. Even to this day, it's just like you still messing with these chicks that are like you like 50 and this chick's in their teenage years, and it's like, even if you're a fan and it's like you're trying to defend that, it's hard. And then when you look at the music and you realize that some of the music that he's written, age ain't nothing but a number, and certain things like that, it's like, yo, he's low key talking about his victims. He's low-key talking about, like, the scenario that he was in.
We're not getting sued now.
Allegedly, he's talking about these alleged victims. But it's just like, at the end of the day, in a court of public opinion, when you're accused of something, whether you're innocent or guilty, there are going to be people that look at you and say, yeah, he's guilty, and nah, I don't believe that. He's innocent. So we may play favorites when it comes to people we like and dislike, like they did the same thing with Michael Jackson. They wanted to see Michael Jackson... Oh, he's a pedophile. He's this, he's that. And then when he died, it didn't really happen. And then you had people backpedaling on that. You know what I'm saying? So, but you had people that thought this was legit or that thought this was real. And that's their opinion. Mike Tyson, his situation. You have people that believed it. Kobe Bryant, his situation. No matter what you do, Charlamagne God said it best. Sometimes people don't care about the truth when the lie's more entertaining. At the end of the day, when you are accused of something, that sticks with you. So when you're accused of something and it sticks with you and you keep giving us reasons to believe what you are accused of, right, then it's hard to separate artists from person. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to look at, and even if you can separate it, it's hard to in good faith for people support the artist when the artist has this all going around, because what the artist tends to do is that fame, that money, that fortune becomes like something that masks what they're doing, because, but they're so successful. They're this. So it kind of people turn a blind eye to this. So in good faith, a lot of people can't support that. You know what I'm saying? Like, so they can't support the artist making money allegedly off of what's going on here. So it's hard to do that with someone like him, a case like him. And then you got with the documentary and all these people coming forward. At the end of the day, if you have children, right? You know what I'm saying?
It's a sore subject.
If you have children, it's hard to look at him and say, "Oh, well, I like his music." You know what I'm saying? Now, don't get me wrong. I still, because this is contradictory for people, because people say all the time, like, "Nah, I can't mess with R. Kelly. I don't mess with R. Kelly." Then "Step in the Name of Love" come on at a wedding, and they on the
dance floor.
You know what I'm saying?
Or like, let's talk about how during the surviving R. Kelly documentary, like when Honey Love came on, I'm like, oh crap, I forgot about that. I'm over here downloading it. I'm seeing the people downloading the same song. So it's like, you can't, it's like, it hits a certain nostalgic moment when you hear certain things. Like if you hear Bump and Grind, if you hear songs like I Wish or I Believe I Could Fly, like that wasn't, they didn't bring you back to when you first heard Space Jam or the music video. Like it's certain things that he did, like any music that you came up on hits a certain chord in your heart that makes you remember a time when you first heard it. Like when you first heard that song. Like I remember when I heard You Saved Me by R. Kelly, I was living in Virginia and I was constantly going to church. Or like just hearing like certain things like the TP3 album, Bump It, every time. I could hear that album straight through, not a skip, not a nothing. When I was listening to that album, I was a little young, but when I was listening to that album, I remember I was dating my first boyfriend, and obviously I was young, so that happened. But I'm just saying, like, but I'm just like, I remember those moments associated with hearing that music or that time. And it's like with R. Kelly, I'm not going to act like I didn't grow up on this man. Like, I literally was probably created to R. Kelly, and I grew up on him. Like, that was somebody that I listened to. It was in the house. It was in the house. Sunday, my mom cleaned. It was in the house. You know, everybody has that one artist that they say that they love. Now, imagine if you hear that artist that you grew up on. It's like, and it's like kind of like you got to understand the person. Like, when I say I love an artist like R. Kelly, or I love a Dave Chappelle. Now, you know how much I love Dave Chappelle. When he was going through what he's going through, that kind of broke me. I love me some Dave. And then y'all made him dang near crackhead. Out of nowhere, he was on every syndicate. Like, you might as well just said he was Pookie from New Jack City. After which like 1 minute he's a top person. He brought back Comedy Central when it was nothing. Oh, he's the hottest comedian ever. Check out Dave Chappelle. He don't sign a contract. He crackhead. Now all of a sudden you just Jungle Fever. What the heck?
But then you're comparing someone who self-harms
versus somebody who do harm.
To somebody who has done harm to numerous amounts of people.
No, and then that's the conflict within self. Like, when it comes to fans, that's just the conflict. It's like, dang. So you mean to tell me, like, if all this stuff is deemed to be true, you know what I'm saying? Like, obviously I'm not going to call women liars. I wasn't there. But if all of this is deemed to be true, you mean to tell me somebody I grew up on, somebody I've been listening to since I was 2? Really? Like, that kind of plays into you. Like, I bought your album. Like, I bought TP3. You know what I'm saying? I really sat here and I listened to you. I put you on my Facebook statuses all the time. Like, if I see R. Kelly in concert, if I see Dave Chappelle in concert, my life is good. I'm good. I just gotta see the two. Like, and you mean to tell me, like, all this time I've been supporting a pedophile? Like, that kind of is a culture shock within self. Especially if you really love someone. Everybody has that one artist. Like, I know I have a friend who's a diehard Britney Spears fan. Diehard. Fucking love Britney Spears. Like, love Britney Spears. If it came out that Britney Spears was raping little boys, I'm pretty sure that would probably crush him. Like, crush him. Because that's somebody that you, like, idolized, like, loved. Then it's just like, dang. I mean, I know some people are, oh yeah, but Kenya, like, it's not like it wasn't. You wanted to believe it wasn't true. Like, when he was on trial the first time, you wanted to believe, and like you said, it's just like, dang it, like,
so then you have to adapt to the new information.
It's like, Jesus, yeah, it's like you gotta constantly, like, it's like that cousin you keep making excuses for, like, or that friend that you be like, dude, like, come on, I'm trying. You just doing dumb stuff.
But then you gotta just get to a point where you have to admit, where you say, musically, the dude can make music and everything like that. He's a creative dude with the music, with the pen. But at the same time, it's just like, in good conscience, can you support knowing that this is allegedly continued throughout so long? And it's half of the time it's because of the continued success of what he's put out. You know what I'm saying? So can you continue to support somebody in good conscience that has this dark cloud over them that's kind of self-inflicted? You brought this on yourself. Like, certain things are unproven. Like, we can't factually say certain things, but you married a 15-year-old
that's on paper.
Forged a fake marriage certificate.
Yeah,
that
happened.
That happened.
That happened.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and you were, you know what I'm saying, you're my age now at the time. Come on, bro. Like, you can't defend that. No. You know what I'm saying? Like, and at the end of the day, it's just like, if that's something that we seen you do that you tried to hide, knowing you tried to hide that, like, you come on, dog. A birth certificate is a birth certificate.
But it's like, and then, like, the people around him, yeah, you know, I should have stopped that. Did you think? Like, you think? Like,
so in that good day you got people around him that's like, yeah, I should have said something, but I actually helped him. You got people around that are condoning and admitting, y'all tried to keep this under wraps. And this is what we know. So imagine what we don't. You know what I'm saying?
Horrible.
That's why it's hard in good conscience to support that, because it's just like, The dude needs some help. The dude, like, it's
and all y'all doing
right.
is giving him food. Y'all just giving him more.
Pretty
giving
much.
him more. Y'all going out to get the girls. Y'all okay with him hanging out in the high school, allegedly. Y'all just doing all of this instead of getting the help that he probably needed because he was molested at a young age. You don't know what that did to the psyche. You know what I'm saying? It's like a whole bunch of, it's basically like you're feeding drugs to the crackhead. Like, you're just feeding it, giving it, and giving it, and giving it. And now all of a sudden everybody want their hands wiped off.
So then you got to look at it not necessarily in separating artists from person. You got to look at it in separating past from present.
Right.
What you're doing now is something that people look at and we say that's unacceptable. You know what I'm saying? So that doesn't erase the good music that you've released in the past. You know what I'm saying? And the memories that you may have made through the millions of fans that have listened to your music.
You know how many kindergarten graduations happened because I Believe I Can Fly?
That's
like, yo, you serious? It was my
Space
graduation.
Jam.
It was at my graduation. Like, you mean to tell me, like that's a nostalgic moment that is always tied to, like, his music. There's so many people that walked across that stage, walked across that platform to this man's song. So if you hear I Believe I Can Fly, I bet you there are millions of people who remember their graduation immediately. So it's like, now we gotta have that tainted with a possible pedophile. I walked across the stage to somebody who does allegedly do stuff.
So what you're saying, and that's exactly what taints his legacy when we talk King of R&B, when we talk, as much as someone may be a fan of his because of all those moments, it's like, at the end of the day, what you're doing now can affect how people look back on things and because of how they view you. Because now it's new information we're provided that we may not have known. You know what I'm saying? Like, so if all of this is in fact true, then you, not for nothing, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, you deserve, I hope they get justice, and you deserve to burn for that. You know what I'm saying? If all of this stuff is true, that we're seeing, come on. Like, the dude is, you know what I'm saying?
He needs help.
Exactly.
Like,
not even that. If all of this stuff on this surviving R. Kelly stuff is true, and like all these women, all this stuff happened, then this dude deserves to burn. Period, point blank. Like, you deserve to be under the jail for all of that stuff you did. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So at the end of the day, like I said, that's the gray area where it's just like, you may say for a fact that you believe this. Someone else may say for a fact they don't believe this. But if none of us had the concrete proof, we weren't there. We didn't see what was going on. So all we have to go on is the information provided by the people that were allegedly involved. So we can formulate our opinions based on the information we're given from that. And based on what we're given from that, we can also combine that with what we know from what has been out. The Aaliyah thing, the sex tape thing. And it's just like, as a R. Kelly fan, if you're a fan of him, it's hard to defend. It's hard to defend that. Period. You being a great artist doesn't give you license to be such a scumbag human being.
You said,
you know what I'm saying?
Wilson Fisk out here.
Facts. like at the end of the day, it's either one or two things. It's either you are guilty of what they're saying, and you just
a mastermind.
You are just Wilson Fisk. You are some mastermind to have never gotten caught in this. You know
especially after they raided it, they searched his house like multiple times. Mm-hmm. Like one was the unexpected raid, and it's like he was like, oh, and they still didn't find anything. I mean, I'm assuming so because you're not in jail yet. So it's like you said, either he's a mastermind Wilson Fisk, or like I don't even know what was the other one.
So at the end of the day, we got to see like what all as we get the new information and as we see what comes out. Then we see where everything leads and we see the truth come to the surface. You know what I'm saying? But it's hard to ignore when you have people coming forward, whether it was Bill Cosby, whether it's R. Kelly, Weinstein, all of these people. It's just like, where there's smoke, there's fire. You know what I'm saying? Something's not right. No. You know what I'm saying? Now, whether it is all these people that is accusing you is one thing, but something in itself is not right.
Something went wrong. Something's there.
Exactly.
But it's like, even like I'll never forget on the interview, and then like it was on Breakfast Club, and it was Chris Rock, and they was talking to him about Bill Cosby. He was like talking, and then later on in the interview, they asked him, who is your top 5 favorite comedians? He said, I'm still going to name Cosby. Like, he's like, allegations aside, I'm still going to name Cosby because, you know, it was like, he said, I'm not going to act like, you know, I didn't model after him. Mm-hmm. I didn't like learn after him. His storytelling was something that touched me and made me want to be a comedian. I'm still going to sit there and say Bill Cosby. It's like, but it's like, if somebody was to be like, Kenya, who's your top 5? And I'm like, all right, allegations aside, I still like R. Kelly.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, I will probably be like thrown under somebody's boot. Like, how dare you? And it's just like, because it's like, same reason for what Chris Rock said. I'm not going to act like the things that he did didn't tie into something important to me at a certain point. And I know, like, some people like, oh, but Kenya, like, I don't know, get what you're talking about. All his music was sexual. Step in the Name of Love. We was playing that. We play that at my family reunion sometimes. It comes on. And those memories are tied. I wish it's tied to a very emotional moment in my life during the time it came out. Another one, like I said, You Saved Me, Champion, World's Greatest. All of those songs, he wasn't all just sexual. I Believe I Can Fly. Space Jam was one of my favorite movies. Like, it's like at the end of the day, I'm not going to act like the catalog didn't stretch. Like, even how he used to dress. I used to wear headbands, not because of no sports person, because the Pied Piper of R&B used to do it. I used to want to, like, dress like him and then, like, wear pink and stuff like he did. Like, I liked how he was on songs, on track. Best of Both Worlds is a classic album for me. I love that. Like, I can't act like the catalog doesn't speak for itself for me to say, I like R. Kelly. I'll name how, like, even when I put that on Facebook, like, the next day, like, dang, I still like the music. I already called slack. How could you like his music? Because it's the music, though. It's the music. Yeah, that's my artist. My artist is the one that's going through the crap right now. Mm-hmm. But you never know whose next favorite person might go through something. And you got to have that same type of debate within self. Like, I know a lot of sports people was kind of shocked with Kobe. Like, you're a Kobe fan. Or, like, I know a lot of people probably hurt with Bill. Like, nobody saw that coming. Heathcliff Huxtable, 70 women or whatever, saying that he allegedly got drunk. Everybody had Michael Jackson. Oh, that was a world shocker. Everybody has that one artist. Everybody has that one artist that they just hold. Like,
but it comes whether you choose to believe it or not, whether you choose to let that affect how you view someone or not. That is the part where opinion comes into play. So if you're having a debate about someone's music, at the end of the day, no, I can't ignore R. Kelly's music career and say, well, he's not top 10 in R&B. Yes, he is. What he's done, yes, he is. What he's written for other people, yes, he is.
Who he's worked with, yes, he is.
Because then you have to have that same energy with everyone else. Then you have to have that same energy with Michael Jackson. Then you can't sit here and tell me, nah, Chris Brown, the king of R&B, this day and age, I can't support R. Kelly. Because, I mean, we ain't going to sit here and act like Chris Brown's squeaky clean when it comes to the women. So, at the end of the day, there's, we don't know any of these people. So we don't know them personally. We don't know what they're doing behind closed doors, what they're doing in their personal lives. We know what we're presented. We know what we're told. At the end of the day, that's how we formulate our opinions on their personal life, but we don't know them. We don't know the situation.
That's why I stay away from the personal. That's why when I say what I say, I'm saying it based on the music. Like, I don't, like, personal wise, I don't know Robert. Okay, everything that's going on with Robert, if like we said, all of this proven to be true, he definitely deserves to be under the jail. Like, you shouldn't be doing that. Like, that, all of it is disgusting. It kind of made me sad. All of this is disgusting. But it's like, R. Kelly, I like his music. Like, I like his music. The catalog is we're gonna, like you said, we're gonna talk about who's the top 10 R&B artists. You cannot sit there and just can't say you cannot put him in there. You gotta kind of squeeze him in. Even if you want to be petty and make him 10. You gotta squeeze him in. Well,
let's leave it up for the people to decide.
Yeah.
Y'all, how about this? Y'all comment down below. Y'all tell us, should R. Kelly still get credit for what he's done in his career, based even with the allegations? Is he the king of R&B? Is he top 5? Y'all tell us. Y'all let us know. And as always, like, subscribe, share. Tune in next time.
I don't. If you're a Jacques Quest fan, just don't even
stay to the side.
Yeah, just don't even put him in there. That's what I'm saying.
But let us know.